Welcome back, YouTube. Once again, we're traveling through the beautiful Pickett State Memorial Park down here in good old Tennessee. There's a few places I'd move to if I could leave Kentucky. One of them would be Tennessee, Alabama, Florida. I think it's beautiful down in here in these places. I really like Tennessee, but I really love the beach. It's a lot of great places to go down in Tennessee. You got the Great Smoky Mountains. It's awesome. Once again, we'll probably get into financial stuff on this video. I'd like to give a disclaimer that this is not financial advice. This is only education, entertainment purposes only. But one of the things we've been discussing is multiple streams of income and how to build. And in Robert Allen's book, he talks about rings of income. And those rings of income are there's 15 mile an hour. To drive real slow through here. But anyway, building rings of income. Say you have a book. So you take that book and you build as many income streams off that book as you can. Or say you have a product and you build as many income streams off that product as you can. What's this product good for? What's, how many ways can you promote that product? And that's what rings of income is off that's how you build multiple streams of income. Wow, kids are actually out playing today at the sandbar at the beach. Beautiful day down here, by the way. Got a swinging bridge. Most of this was built, by the WPA or whatever. When they come down here, I don't know if you can see the swinging bridge. We'll go out there and go across it here in a minute. I think it's a circle down around. Check things out. It's really pretty down in here. My great grandpa Piercy used to love to come down here and do picnics. We'd probably come down here, once or twice a year and do a picnic down here with the family. We'd also go to places like Mill Springs Park and the whole family get together. But I am like my great grandpa Piercy in a lot of ways. I want to see my family get together and enjoy each other, have fun. Family is extremely important to me. Extremely important. Without your family, what else have you got? You know what I mean? Well, there's some Canadian geese out here. See that? Run over one. Oh, those picnickers are about to get some Canadian geese. Anyway, it's a beautiful place down here. I'm going to cross that swinging bridge here in a minute. Check things out. beautiful down here. Peaceful. It's like the ash borer's been working on the tree over there. It's in really bad shape. Ash borers have decimated forests around here. I mean, literally decimated them. I wish they could have found some way of getting rid of all that stuff. There's a playground. It's a new playground. One they didn't have a while back. Tennis court's still open. They used to have a theater down here where they done little shows and stuff at night for people, you know, like your campers and stuff. Get out and walk up here for a second. It's starting to rain, so I don't know how long we'll be able to stay out here. The boys was smaller. I worked different jobs, so I could take off a lot in the summertime and do a lot of camping. Last time we camped here, though, we camped in tents, and a bear came into the campground. And since it is like a state park, you're not allowed to have any guns here. You're not allowed to have any guns or rifles or anything. So you can't like shoot the bear when it comes to the campground. And so I heard it, and all I had was like a small hatchet for firewood. And I don't want to film those people out there swimming, but you can rent boats over there and canoes over there, but and take you a trip on this little river. Whoa, it's shaking me. It's hard for me waiting on knee surgery to get across this bridge like this. But anyway, we were in the campground. We heard that bear. We were camping that night. Probably camped like a week. And the boys was little. And I heard that bear. The only thing I had was that hatchet. So I grabbed that hatchet, and the boys weren't sleeping in our tent because they were all sleeping together. There was like 5 of them in a tent, and their older brother was in there with them, Logan. And I jump up and grab that hatchet and unzip the tent and try to get out there. And by the time I get out there, it's done gone. So I mean, it wasn't like I can't get up this, I don't guess. It's super cool, but I can't get up there. Not with my knee. Little place, overlook. It's beautiful. They've put in all this railing around there. When I was a kid, and even a couple years ago, this railing wasn't there. And this right here wasn't here to help you get up there. You had to climb up it by hand. You see where people used to climb up it. Anyway, I can't get up there. I think we used to actually go up right there, go around and jump up and go straight up right there, but they've kind of built this in. I can't get up it with my knee. There's a huge, this is an island, and it goes all the way around. There's a trail all the way around. It's beautiful. Back to the bear story. As I'm getting out the tent with the hatchet, the bear's already gone. So then here comes this park ranger in the middle of the night on a bicycle, mountain bike, chasing that bear, trying to keep it out of the campground. And he crashes and wrecks that mountain bike right there at our campsite. I mean, he totally wiped out. And I helped him back up, and he jumped on and said, I gotta catch that bear. I said, you don't need to be here in the camper, around the campers. So here he is, desperately trying to chase that bear down on a bicycle to keep it away from the campers. And I don't watch the news, but I did see an update the other day of where a bear had went and had killed a woman in a tent. I guess she was hiking or camping alone. So if you're hiking and camping alone, don't do it. Don't do it. Always go in with a few people. A bear is an opportunist. I've had multiple bears, like when I used to get out and go canoeing and camping. I've had multiple instances of bears coming into their campground at night and having to run them off. It's not fun. It's scary. And if at any time they wanted to, they could kill you. I mean, even with a gun, your chances of getting a fire, of killing them before they kill you or injure you severely is very slim. So, that being said, just be careful if you're out camping. Especially if you come down here, use a camper. Don't go camping in a tent. I used to love tent camping, but it's just too dangerous anymore with the cats and the bears out there. Even wolves. You just don't want to be camping like that. A little break from all the serious financial stuff. Years ago, this campground was really packed out. What is that? Looks like the rib cage of something. Small animal's been killed there and ate. But used to spend a lot of time down here as a child. This campground used to be covered with people. There'd be so many good-looking women over there at the beach, they call it. And we would come out here and you could walk around on this side and you get an overlook where you can look and see all the women over there swimming. It's not as popular as what it used to be. But as a teenage boy, my cousins and I, when we'd be down here, we sure did like going and seeing the women. Yeah, it's a pretty big swinging bridge. This is a really well built swinging bridge. Nothing like the old one that used to be here. The old one used to be, where did it used to be? You can't really see it now. Can't see where it came to, but you used to be able to see remnants of it, but you can't now. This is a new bridge. It's really cool. As you can see over there, it's a place you can rent canoes. I don't want to zoom in on people swimming. It's a little weird, but it's pretty cool. Used to love to take canoe rides around this. People used to fish here quite often too. I don't know if they stock it or what. Oh, there it is. There's where the old bridge used to stand. Right there. I guess the other part's underwater. But that's where the old bridge was. If you watched any of the other videos, I like to get out and see swinging bridges. This is how a lot of people in my family used to get to their homes, especially in the rural parts of Kentucky. They parked next to the highway, and they had a swinging bridge over to their house. One way in, one way out. Anybody's coming to get them, they had to come across that bridge. you're into preparedness, that may be another way to help you out there. But anyway, if you're into preparedness, that may be something you want to think about. If you're part of your plans being next to a river, having you a swinging bridge, one way in, one way out. It could be trapped for you, or it could offer you some protection. Either way, who knows? It'll be a good way of deterring a lot of people that might be trying to get in there to you. That's for sure. Anyway, if you ever come down here to this area, there's a lot of picnic tables and stuff for families. It's just a really good environment. There's hardly ever have I ever seen any riffraff around here. Most people are real polite, real easygoing. Funny, well, not really funny, but a very scary kind of amazing God that we have. When we were camping here, a tornado come through, and we'll discuss that here a little bit. It's the same camping trip that my first wife got copperhead bit by on, and bit by copperhead on one night when we were walking. We were here, and you noticed the wind and stuff was getting up, and it was starting to, get a little rough. And some park rangers come through and said, hey, we need half of you to go to Indian Rock House and the other half to go to Hazard Cave. But I thought that it'd be better off to be here in the bathrooms, because they have like underground bathrooms, kind of built into this hillside, kind of. Built kind of into the hillside, and you come up on a view of them. Right there's the bathrooms right there. I thought it'd be safer to be in there. Let me turn that off. That on. But anyway, we were camping in a tent. I'm gonna pause for a minute if there's no one here at this campsite where we were at. This one right here is where we were at. And I left a can sitting on that picnic table right there, and it never blew off. But our stuff was strolled plumb through the trees like crazy. I mean, not our stuff, but on the other side of the campground where I'm heading to, our tents and stuff was strolled through the trees like crazy. And it was just amazing. Tents wrapped 50, 60 feet high in these trees. And there was an empty Coca-Cola can sitting on a picnic table on the other side of the campground that wasn't even disturbed. Our tents were fine. Our tents were flooded, by the way. The tent was totally lost and ruined. But you take that road right there down about where those people are camping at, right down there was where the bear came in to our campground. I think I'll circle around there just because of it. I've camped in multiple sites here. I liked them. I really love camping here, but I won't be camping here with a tent no more. It's just crazy. It's crazy to camp here with a tent. The bear population is just too big, and bears they will, a bear will take your it's opportunist. A bear will take whatever opportunity it has. Island Lake Trail. But anyway, right here on the left, where these people are actually camping at, that's where we were camping at when the bear came into the campground. Right there. I'll drive around back by it. Right here, right there where the blue tent is. That's where we were at when the bear came through our campground. Not a real happy person I wasn't. We packed up and left that night. But anyway, it's what it is. If you have a camper, by all means, come down here and camp. You'll have a great time. There's all kinds of trails. I mean, just miles and miles of trails. There's a Hazard Cave to go to. Beautiful cave. It's almost like a rock house, though. There's Indian Head Rock House, or Indian Rock House, I mean. That's where we rode out the tornado. Back to that story. The park rangers put us in put part of them in Hazard Cave, and put the rest of us at Indian Rock House. Those that thought were, to put most of the women and children over there on the other side. And they put a lot of us men, and there was 2 women in there, everything, and 2 small children. They put us in Indian Head, or Indian Rock House. And you could literally watch the trees being twisted off the tops of the trees, and the lightning and crashing and stuff. We had to use our lanterns because down there it was too wet and damp. We couldn't get a fire going underneath there because it's kind of like rainy and stuff down there. Wow, they got bees here now. I guess they're trying to keep the bears out of them with the cages. But anyway, it's a beautiful place down here. If you ever get a chance to come down here, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Once again, it is a park, so you can't carry, which I'm not real big on that. I don't think you ought to be able to carry anywhere. But I'll drive down here to where Indian Rock House is. Beautiful, beautiful hike. I can't hike it today though. My knee's not in the shape to hike it. My wife and kids, we come down here and went hiking not long ago, and my mother-in-law sat in the minivan, and she was there in the minivan, and the windows are like super dark on it. I mean, they're like really, really dark. I try to keep as dark tint on my windows as what I can. And he didn't see her there. And he got out and took a lake right next to her. Oh, she was just tickled to death. That man didn't see her there. Bless her heart. Here's Hazard Cave. Right there's Indian rock house. You can see it or not. Indian rock house. That's where we rode out the tornado that night. Pretty scary, but I have a lot of faith in God. I'm sure He's able to keep and protect us, which is His. So, God can do all things He wants. But we were absolutely safe and protected down there as that tornado went through here. Amazing. I ain't gonna say that we weren't nervous. Don't be nervous in a situation like that. Don't care who you are. It's beautiful down in here. If you're needing to get in shape, needing to get out, and you don't care to watch for snakes, not get rattlesnake bit or copperhead bit, because the rumor has they let loose sidewinders down here. I don't know if that's true or not, but people claim that they turn loose sidewinders down in here, and to let them mix with the timbers and the eastern diamondback rattlesnakes that's already in here. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is what it is. But there are definitely copperheads and rattlesnakes in here for sure. Timber and eastern diamondback. It's a beautiful place to come down here. I love it. That was the last time we camped down here, though, that the bear in the campground. It's just, unless you have a camper, it's just too dangerous, especially with small children. A bear could run up and grab a tent that had small kids in it and drag them away. And even if he didn't eat them right away, he was able to catch them, maybe get the tent back. The kids would be beat to death by the time they were dragged through the brush and the rocks and the limbs and the trees and everything else, smacking them. It'd be like, it'd be terrible. So if you're a prepper and you're saying, hey, I'm going to just get me a tent and lone wolf it, yeah, you got to sleep sometime. And if the people don't get you, the bears and wildlife would. Very sorry to that woman's family who was found and ate by that bear. It's a terrible, terrible feeling. Terrible feeling. Thinking you're there in a family campground, park rangers all around, and the fact that a bear came in and grabbed that tent full of boys. Now, granted, it was, there was several boys in there, but there's still just boys. And it's a weird feeling when you have bears in your campground. So, I highly recommend camping a camper. I'm not saying they can't tear into a camper too. I don't know. You have the whole beast of land between the lakes over there, that supposedly went into a camper and killed all those people. Some said it's a dog man, some said it's a werewolf, some said it's a cougar, some said it was a cat-like creature. Who knows what it was? Who knows? But will bears get you in a campground, in a tent? They sure enough will. There's a history of it. You got that guy who thought he was the bear man, hanging out with grizzlies up there in Alaska. They ate him. Bears are opportunistic. If they can make a meal out of them, they will. Entrepreneurs, people building wealth, we need to be opportunistic too, but we need to recognize opportunity. But if you're planning on bugging out in a tent, don't. And if you do, make sure you have backup. I'm not even sure if you had a 45 point blank range, if you could kill a bear before he just absolutely devastated you. Because they're fast too. If you don't think they're fast, get on YouTube and look up all these guys sitting in tree stands, bow hunting, and a bear sees them and right up the tree. So fast, it'll make your head spin. Very, very fast. Well, it's pouring the rain. Thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe. Please smash that like button, as they all say. Please listen to our podcast on Spotify, Google, Breaker, PocketCasts, RadioPublic. Hope it brings value to your life. Helps you build your wealth plan. There's a link to the book below. I'll probably leave a link to Survival Theory again below. I'll also leave links to the podcast below. Hope you enjoy it. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. This is, I don't know what day it'll be when this video gets loaded, but today is Saturday. Yay! Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. God bless.